welcome to Astrology and Psychic Readings with Lady D. So I'm your host for this week, Lady D. I hope you've all had an amazing week. It has been an interesting week that we've been. I wasn't making it last week because we did have the eclipse that happened last week, which happened on the Saturday morning for me on the 6th of May. So it was on the King's coronation for those of us that are in England and Australia, part of the Commonwealth. So it was a big thing. And I feel like it was a funny time to have a coronation on the eclipse there with the Mercury retrograde and other aspects of that. But this week, we've got a big week coming up with the astrology as well. We do have on the 15th, Mercury will be going direct in Taurus here. So that will be something that's very good. It's like finally the Mercury retrograde is over. We can breathe. We can hopefully get things to go according to plan, and things can sort of start to run a little bit more smoothly for us. So we've got that happening. We've also got Jupiter making its way into Taurus as well this week. So that is going to be happening around the 17th, 18th of May. And we've also got other aspects that are going on as well. We do have Mars trine Neptune, which I feel like this is going to help people see like the delusion of things where people sort of a bit delusional, see things through rose-colored glasses. I feel like is going to be a bit more clearer. People are going to see things in a lot more clearer perspective, in a clearer way, and people are going to feel a lot. I feel like they can breathe in a lot. It's going to feel, that's a bit of a positive aspect that we got coming up. We do have, when Jupiter is going into Taurus, it is going to make a square with Pluto. And that is going to be a big thing coming up here. Squares is when planets don't work together, they work against each other. So with that, I feel like it's going to bring some shocks and surprises coming up here this week with that aspect. And it's like people aren't going to sort of know what's going to I feel like I keep on seeing people being shocked. So I feel like people are going to be shocked with what that transit is going to bring. And then we've also got a transit with Mars and also Jupiter as well, which I feel like with that aspect, you might feel like you're wanting to slow down, might feel like you're trying to like maybe not feel as motivated or as clear, and might want to stay home, might not want to go out. So we do have a lot of different aspects coming up. With the aspects of the Jupiter coming into Taurus this week, I do feel like with this, and it's going to be there for about a year. So we're looking around this time, like this year coming into next year, and this time Jupiter will be in Taurus. So with this aspect, I do feel people are going to feel more confident in themselves. I feel like it's going to be also dealing with self-value, self-worth. It's going to be about money as well, because Tauruses rule money. It also rules our environment. It's like with Tauruses, they want everything to be stability and stable. It's about their values. It can also be like focusing on one thing, because I find that Tauruses can be a bit stubborn. They like to have a bit of tunnel vision there. I feel like this is going to be a lot of grounding as well. I feel like people might be able to see more. I feel like people might feel more stability as well coming up in the year with this transit that's coming in. And I feel like people will learn how to express themselves, self-expression. I feel like it's a good time to be in nature as well. So it's also going to be, I feel like this is where we might find digital currency more on the rise or more coming in. Something changing with the money system could definitely coming in, especially with Pluto that's in Capricorn. I did feel like that was going to change with that transit, and with the Jupiter in Taurus, it's probably going to really push to bring it in. I do see Jupiter as good luck, so I do see whatever it's going to bring. It should be somehow positive. But then we've also got Uranus that's also in Taurus, which is creating an instability Earth, or feeling unstable. So it may not feel like we're completely grounded or we're completely stable, but we might have unpredictable things that are coming up here. But Jupiter is definitely going to help us to ease through the changes and differences. But I always find Uranus being, I don't see that as a bad planet. I was doing a reading, and the man that I was reading for, he was saying, "Oh, but it's unexpected. It's, we don't know." And yes, it is unexpected, but it could be unexpected with finances and with money and with your values. You might suddenly think that, before I thought that way, but now I think this way. So and it can might even be really out there what you're thinking about now. So I never see Uranus as a bad or negative planet or energy. I always see it as something unexpected. We don't know what it's going to bring, but sometimes the unexpected can be good as well. And I always see it as more good than more positive as negative. That I do see it. We've also got coming up this week, which I've got here, people are going to avoid what they don't understand. And I feel like this is what's going to be the Jupiter squaring Pluto. And also, it's going to be people need to, and what's important, and people need to face it. So I feel like it's going to coming up where people are avoiding things this week, but I feel like what they're avoiding, they really need to face. That's coming up, and it could be something that you're fearful of, could be something that you're scared, that makes you nervous, and the best thing is to face those fears head on. But if you're staying away from negative people, as they'll put you in a bit of a spiral. So I feel like negative people that are very negative are going to make you not in a good headspace. Stay away from negative people. I just feel like they're going to do your head in a little bit and make you feel a bit worse than what you may be feeling, or putting doubt into you. I've got here, stay grounded and protect your energy. Sometimes when we meet people or we go into certain ways, and um, we we don't protect our energy as much as we should, and we take on other people's things and other people's problems, and sometimes we do need to pull back. So it is about protecting your energy as well. Okay, I feel like people are going to be stuck in their head. So people going to go over things again and again, and people are going to like stop thinking and going over. I mean, Mercury will be in Taurus, so we probably are going to be thinking about the stability, what we want and our core values, and really having these things and these topics coming up over in our heads coming up here. I got here, people looking at their values and don't cross them. So know your self-worth. I feel like what your self-worth is, know what your values are. And it's important to, maintain these values and maintain your self-worth and keep them up. Once you sort of cross, or you sort of lower these values, it can really make you feel down. So I feel like your self-worth is very important, knowing how much you're worth, how much you're worthy, how much time and effort that you put in, and don't let people pull the wool over your eyes. That's a very important thing for this week too. I got here as well, people are thinking about like the money, the investments, where to put things, and it's coming up too. We're probably even going to find that, in terms with this Jupiter in Taurus, I'm not a financial person person, but I do feel like things to do with commodities, perhaps there's an interest in that going up too. Anything to do with the earthly plane. So like mining, gold, silver, I do feel like there's going to be a boost in those things coming up with this transit. And I've also got here to dream big, to never stop dreaming and daydreaming, or people might feel like they're daydreaming a lot this week. And I do feel like that's going to be a thing, and it's good to daydream. Okay, I've also got the people here needing to, like people need to grow up. So probably a fact that people might be getting a bit spiteful or a bit jealous of other people. And I feel like with this aspect, people are needing to sort of overlook things and to sort of be the bigger person. That's coming up here as well. Okay, let's go to the callers and see. So we got here Kelly, who's in Cape in Florida. So hi Kelly, how are
Yes.
you?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm good. So how can I help you today?
Um, well, with what you were just talking about, I've been having a problem about feeling worthy and stuff, and just my self-esteem's been really low, and I just wanted to know maybe about also my career and if you see anything changing with my job soon.
Okay, let's have a look here. Um, I feel like when you're feeling the low, it's because of the job. I feel like someone's there, they're putting you down, or they're making you second guess yourself. Um, and they're doing it deliberately. And I feel like it is a bit envious. It is a bit of it's their problem, not your problem, that's picking up here. Let's have a look to see
Mhm.
what I can see. Okay. I kind of feel like the writing's on the wall. I kind of feel like it is time to start looking for something else. 'Cause I feel like that you kind of know, um, like you can kind of feel the energy in there, and sort of, I just feel like you sort of know. I can sort of see you. You can sort of hear whispers, or you just sort of have this feeling of not fitting in, perhaps anymore. And I do feel
Mhm.
like it was like the writing was on the wall to start looking. Okay. I do feel July, so I am feeling like if you start looking for something, I feel like something's going to come up for you in July. This is something that's more positive. It is a way for you to expand and where you are as well. It's like they want to keep you in a box. They don't really want you to grow. So I feel like
Mhm.
it's like they've got more power if you're not growing or expanding. Um, and it's like they're making you feel trapped too. But I feel
Okay.
like something positive in July that's coming up. I feel like it's time for you to sort of spread your wings and time to move on. Um, I feel like they're gonna be a sad or acting sad when you go, but it's just like it's relief. Like it's this new opportunity is gonna be a lot better. Um,
Mhm.
okay, okay. I feel like you're quite fast at what you're doing as well. You've been like an office worker, like on a computer.
Mhm. Yeah.
Okay, and you're quite fast at what you're doing. 'Cause I see you like being very fast.
Mhm. Yes.
So I feel like you're quite a talent as well. But I also see them trying to put more work onto you. It's like they're dumping more work on your desk. And I feel like it's coming up. I feel like we're coming to this month where it's like, I think maybe May. So we're in May. And I do see more work piling up because you can get through it faster, but they're not prepared to then reward you as well. Like there's a blockage there. Um,
Okay.
keep your self-respect. Just feel like keep your self-respect. I said, like know your value. And sometimes it's very hard in workplaces because our own sort of what we value in our own sort of morals sometimes gets questioned. But I do feel
Mhm.
like stand your ground. And I just feel like July, there's an opening here in July that's going to help you
Okay.
right now, because right now you're just stuck. I just feel like right now you're
Mhm.
kind of stuck. You can't go anywhere right now. Um, but um, okay, okay. I do feel like there's one person there that is like trying to help you or it is there to support
Mhm.
you. They're sort of on your
Yes.
side, but then there's others who there's not someone else, and I was just trying to see them pointing at you. So I feel like that they really need to I think they need to take a chill pill. They need to just go. I feel like they're a bit of a bully, and you're really trying
Mhm.
to
Yeah.
calm them down. Um, okay. Are you wanting to work from home as well?
No. No. I have an office job, and I'm not able to work from home.
Okay, because I feel like I kind of wanted to, but like I got no. It's like work from home, and I got like no. So I was like, oh, the next job you might be able to. The next job that you get, I feel like there is a lot of juggling around to do. You are going to be busy, but it is a
Mhm.
chance for you to show people who you are. I do feel like
Mhm.
it could be something that's like new and shiny. Um, new and shiny as well. And I'm happy there. I feel like I'm happy. I can have a laugh there as well. I feel like they are flexible too. And they're really
Mhm.
impressed with what you've done. So I feel like when they're looking at your resume and they're looking at what you've done in the past, they're really impressed by what you've done. Um, and you can breathe, like you can just breathe. I
Mhm.
just feel like you're going to be really excited. It just reminds me of a workplace that I was at, and I got a job, and when I got a job, I actually started jumping up and down and and sort of like making noises. I was so excited, and I just feel like it's the same
Mhm.
thing with you. And you get this new job, and it's like you sort of squeal, like you get this like excitement that you're jumping up and down. And I feel like,
Mhm.
but people are looking at you this job, so um, there's a chance. I even feel like there's a chance for you to even go up the ladder. There's another chance for you to go up, but just
Mhm.
don't give up. I keep on hearing July celebration July for you.
Okay.
Okay, any questions?
All right. Is there any spirits that have any advice for me or?
Okay. 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 All right. I see a lady with me, and she's just telling me you're good at what you do and don't forget that. Um, this lady is always like always on your side. I do feel like she's a grandmother. Um,
Mm,
she's she's sitting there knitting. Um, I feel like did you have a grandmother that could make like blankets or would make like
yeah.
blankets? Because she's got a blanket on her, and I feel like I'm knitting the blanket. It's like my grandmother used to sit there and knit this blanket. Um, and she had like a happy lady or very cheery, but she would stand up for you. Like if something wasn't right, she would let you know, but always sort of on your side. And I feel like she was caring. Um, I feel like she's the one there, and she's the one there, and she's just saying to you like your journey is long and never give it up. But she's saying um, they're trying to lower your self worth so that you feel lower. It's like they're one. So she's like you don't let them win. That's
Mm,
what she's saying.
okay.
And keep calm. She's saying just
Okay.
keep calm.
Okay. All right. Great. Thank you
Yeah,
so much.
that's okay. All right, bye. Okay, so our next caller we have here, we've got Melissa, who's in Cornwall, who's in Toronto in Canada. So, hi, Melissa, how are you?
Hi,
How can I help you today?
I'm good, thank you. Mediumship
Okay,
reading, please.
mediumship reading. Okay, okay.
Am I allowed to ask for somebody specifically, or does it just come
Yes,
to you on its
You
own?
can. No, you can. You can ask something
Um,
specifically.
so I'm hoping to maybe communicate or
So you just broke up a little bit. You're breaking up a little bit. What was that? Sorry.
thing from the father of my.
Okay. So yeah, so this is the things that are going to come up. I just wait till we get Melissa back on the phone here. Um, come up. Also, we do also have last couple of days we've had Uranus conjunct the Sun, and that's going to bring up unexpected energy. So it was sort of the other day. They're still close today, so you might find some unexpected events happening around the world, or even in our lives. Some stuff coming up, and too. So I find it's good just to be aware of the energies that are around, and with people. I feel like people, a lot of read things that are coming up in some readings, especially with young people that I do see, is like they have a plan, but that it's like their plans or what they're going to do to make money or to go, it's not enough, or they want things now instead of doing the hard work. They don't understand that this hard work gets involved when you're running your own business, or their ideas of running a certain business may not be it just may not, like they might just do say one specific thing, like if you wanted to do say lashes, just eyelash extensions, and they don't put the thought in, of what else they could do to contribute with that and how they can make their company different, and then what that clientele is. So I think it's very good to know what to do, and especially reading, like I see a lot of it at the moment where people are wanting, especially the younger generation, younger people, they're wanting everything now, and it's like they want to be a millionaire now, and they want to have their own business, and they want to do all these fabulous things, which is really good, and it's so good to dream and to have all these things, but then you've got to think about, is this going to work? Do I need to do more? So all these things then come into it too. And we're all on this long journey, and we're always trying to even find ourselves. I have a friend who lives in a different state than me, and she misses being in Sydney, because where she is, people are very different, even though they're in the same country. And she's in her early 30s, but she's been called old, and it's like she's old. I must be very old. And she's always, like for me, like I know what I want to do, but I was explaining to her that it's a journey. When I was her age, I didn't know what I wanted to do, and I was just going through life and taking what job I could take, but I knew what sector to sort of stay into, where I wanted to stay. I just didn't know exactly what. Back then, I hadn't actually thought of being a reader full time or doing what I'm doing now. It's something that you just build on and grows in life, puts you in these situations, and that's how things evolve and things happen. And these are all also part of the node that's in Taurus, and it's going to be into Aries soon, where it is bringing up, where, on your life and your journey and what are you doing and how you're going to get there. And she's actually, my friend is trying to be, she's not trying, she actually is psychic herself. And I am actually training her the other night. Her and another friend I had were doing exercises and training them. And she did really, really well. And I put her in a deep end because my other friend was more advanced. So it's about giving these things a try. And she's like, I'll give it a try and see. And maybe this is my path. But also, she does also understand that she can't just do a couple of lessons and then go off and be a psychic. It's going to take the hard work of dedication, of then doing more classes and expanding her knowledge and practicing. And then when she's ready to then go out and do that, whenever that time with B. So we're all on this big journey together, and we're all trying to find ourselves to where we are. And all these signs that we get is just, it's there. We've got another caller coming up here. So we've got here Deborah, who's in Delaware, in America. So hi, Deborah, how are you? Okay, how can I help you today? How can I help you today?
Want to see, want to check on relationship and maybe business or business and relationship.
You want to, business relationship, is that? Okay.
And then a separate relationship.
Oh, it's a relationship. Okay. All right. I'm seeing someone here. So you are in a relationship at the moment. So I am seeing someone, you're with someone, but they're wanting more. Somebody wants more in this relationship.
No, I'm not in a relationship.
Okay, let's have a look here. Okay. Like, I feel like you're going to be one, but somebody wants more. I'm hearing the same thing, like somebody wants more. So it is I kind of feel like I do see partnership here, but I feel like you need to be more in charge. Like, you're the one that is more, there's compatibility here too, but you're also more organized as well. You're the one that sort of stands out more with this. There's also, you're more looking after other people too. So you're a person that's very caring, looking after people. I also see there's financial help. So this partnership, is this like a work partnership or romantic? Hello?
I'm not. Oh yeah. No, I don't have a partner or anything like that. I'm not involved with anyone. I was just asking like two different things, like my business, with the money, and then I was asking you about, do you see me getting into a relationship? I'm not dating. I'm not doing anything.
Yeah, that's okay. Yes, that's okay. The business, I want to go to the business because I feel like there's some sort of handshake. There's a deal here, and it's more about the business than it's not romantic. It's business, because I feel like I can keep on seeing a handshake, but you're the one that needs to be. So I feel like it could be a deal being made here, like a sort of like contract here, but you're the one that needs to be more in charge. So it's like, could be still your business, but perhaps this person is going to help you with it, but you're still the face of it. But it's like, you need to be, whatever this handshake or this deal is, you need to be the person that's going to be more in charge, because you have the knowledge and the brain power, because you're more structured, you're more organized to get it to where you want to going. I also feel like this person might bring financial help in here, because I was seeing like financial help or financial assistance too with this. With the business, you're very caring. What's your business? What is it actually? Because it's like this card's standing out to me, and it's like this card choice. It's like caring. It's being of service, helping others. What is it that you do for your business?
Actually, I'm a real estate investor, and so I buy properties. And at this point, because I'm financially strapped, I need to sell some, and so that's what I was, I guess, overall asking.
Mm-hmm.
I guess as far as money is concerned, selling properties, just getting myself financially straightened back out.
Yeah. Look, it's like you got to stay on this track, because I feel like look, it's going to be tough. I'm going to say 3 months ahead of you, but I feel like I keep on seeing a handshake. So I do feel like there's going to be someone that's going to come in and help you out financially. Maybe Scott is about the person that's going to help you out. And it is like at the moment you are trying to we call it dog paddling. It's like when you sort of kind of learning to swim, keeping your head above the water. But it's like there's a thing for 3. So I do feel like it's going to be 3 months where it is like this, but then there's this, even seeing a handshake. So I do feel like there's some sort of it's a agreement, help that's going to come in, and it is I feel like there is a contract that you're signing as well, and it is going to bring more money. But whatever this help is, if it's like a partner or someone coming to go and invest in your business, I feel like you need to be still in charge of the business because of the know-how and the knowledge that you have. And it's helping you. So I feel like this person that's coming in, they're helping you. They are of a business. They are sort of as a business vibe about them as well. They're not, but I feel like their knowledge is not as good as yours. So wherever they're from, their knowledge is not as good, but they want to help you out. In terms of a romantic relationship, I feel like it's more next year than this year that you will start to see someone and they'll be dating. I don't feel like I'm meeting them online. I feel like I am meeting them face to face. And I do feel like there's a third person that takes you into this person, that it's not until next year that you do meet them. This year, I feel like you're more about your business and about getting that on track.
Right.
Okay.
That sounds good. That's what I need to do.
Okay, I'll leave it there, Deborah. Thank you. Thank you for calling in. Okay. So we're still got that Mercury retrograde, everybody. So it's still playing havoc up with everything, but it's all good. We sort it all out. If you want to contact me, you can. My website is Lady D Psychic Parties. My Facebook page, Lady D Psychic Parties. My Instagram and TikTok is Lady D Psychic, and I'm also going to be at the MBS in Sydney next week from Thursday to Sunday in Sydney. So I'll be there live from the festival for my show next Friday. Hope you all have a fabulous week ahead, and I will see you for my next show. So bye for now.